Hello and welcome to the Quebber channel. I am Jason, your host. I hope you're all having a good day. I didn't do a video yesterday, but I was very busy. And so what's on my mind today? I've got a lot of tech to... The entire place behind this is full of bits and pieces that I've got to move to other places and find places for. I've got my screw boxes over here. I've got lots of adapters that I've got to go back away. Oh, I had a problem this weekend, and it's okay now. You all know how much I did a post on Twitter about it. How much VR is important to me, how it makes my life better. It helps my brain focus on this world. It is like a stopgap. It is like a pressure relief. I did something incredibly stupid. I really did. When I sold my two graphics cards to buy the 9070, which still hasn't arrived, probably arrive tomorrow, hopefully, I thought, okay, because I've been selling a lot of my backups. You know I have lots of backups for everything because all my computer stuff is so important. But a while ago I got rid of my Quest 3. So I didn't have a backup, as per se, for my index. But of course my index was working fine. And even with the sound not working on it, I've got a headset for it. No problems. And when I sold those two graphics cards, the thought was that I was going to pretty much instantly grab another graphics card, an AMD one. Now they didn't have an in stock at CEX, so I brought the money, put it in the bank, and then from there went home and ordered one. I was going to order from Amazon, but money's tight this Christmas anyway, so I thought, okay, I'll go on eBay. To a seller that had fast delivery, and I ordered one. It should arrive on Monday. I was hoping it would arrive on Friday though. But I should have remembered. It's freaking Christmas. The post is delayed anyway. I made an error. So I went for almost 3 days without VR. Because I thought, hey, I can do VR with my iGPU, my 780M. I've always said this 8700G is an amazing processor, and it can handle an amazing amount, especially in the best case scenario of being on a desktop computer, not a mobile platform or a laptop platform. Well, there's a problem, and it comes down to these little fuckers, and these little fuckers. And these little fuckers, and I've got hundreds of them. Not hundreds, I've got 30 of them actually, 30 of these damn things. What are these? These are adapters that change a USB-C DisplayPort enabled connector into a DisplayPort, so that you can plug things like a monitor and everything in. And unfortunately, the specifications for these are pretty fast and loose. They don't follow an exact protocol or anything, and some of them are worse than others. So I get home after going to town and I think, okay, so I've got set up some VR, and my brain was so excited about this new card that I hadn't really done the risk versus reward, oh shit, what if this goes wrong? So I'm still waiting for that money, still waiting to be able to replace all the stuff that I'm selling. And so I've got rid of a lot of my backups so I can make room for the new stuff. in preparation. Bugger. So I'm in a situation where on the first day I couldn't do VR, so I thought, okay, I've got other things I can do. I did my pedaling under my desk either, but nothing really. The problem is when you've got something that works so well in your mental health stuff, that is such a good coping strategy, you sometimes even forget yourself how good it is and what it's like without it. So over the next 3 days, I started to deteriorate. What happens is basically I lose connection with the world. I go catatonic, I drift, I just disappear. And each day I was getting more desperate. But there was nothing, no one could help me with it. There was nothing that could be fixed. And so my nose is itching. I went through the entire house looking for these cables because I knew that in my past I had managed to get VR to go through the main board, the motherboard, through the CPU and integrated graphics. I knew I had done that in the past. I didn't imagine it, so I knew one of these freaking adapters worked because every adapter I plugged in wouldn't allow Steam VR to connect. I tried everything. I tried powering down, I tried reinstalling software, I tried rebooting the system between it. It was getting quite frantic. But at the same time, I wouldn't concentrate 100% on it because I knew if I concentrated too much on it, then it would become worse. So I had to keep a level of using all my others. It's part of why I sorted out my Xbox 360, my PS2, my Spectrum. It's why I did all the refining of the code and setting it, making sure all my stuff worked, to occupy my brain, to connect my brain with what's going on around here. And so we came to, not yesterday, the end of the day before type thing, and I still hadn't found this fucking thing. Anyway, I got so desperate that I even tried to hook up, my old HTC Vive headset over there. Because the motherboard has the motherboard has a HDMI out, so my reasoning was, if I use that, then there's a good chance it'll work better, because it hasn't got to go through DisplayPort adapters. Because that motherboard doesn't have a DisplayPort out, it has 2 USB DisplayPort enabled exits, which are the USB 4s, and it has a HDMI. So try that. But it seems that that first of all, getting software for the HTC Vive to work on Linux is not the easiest thing, and I think it's dead. I mean, it just sits there. It's an old piece of tech. So I was in panic mode by this one because really, seriously, I could end up in hospital. I could end up in a long stay psychiatric ward because of this, because my brain would completely disconnect. I'd stop eating, I'd stop drinking, I'd stop doing anything. So everything else was in scramble mode. And then I was just looking for a USB male-to-male USB 2 cable. And I found this crappy little... I mean, I've got DisplayPort things here by Cable Matters. I've got ones by all the named freaking companies. And none of them will do what I needed it to do, work with VR, be recognised by things. But in my little plastic box of USB cables, there was one last adapter doesn't even have a freaking label on it. It does not even have a label on it. It has no make or anything. It's one of the ones that was given me to test USB ports a long time ago. And god damn, it worked. I did have a fallback plan. I did have a fallback plan to get past this, but yeah. Was not a fun time. And this is the thing, like I said, when things are going well, when I look like this, when I'm connected, when everything's working, I look as if I'm a fully functioning, well, not fine, but you know what I mean. And sometimes that even fools myself. It even fools me that I'm okay. And I'm not, without all these protections. Part of the argument why I want to get myself a girlfriend again online is because when I'm connected to someone else, about 80% of my coping strategies can take a rest. But to me, that's a selfish reason for getting a girlfriend. Anyway, I'm okay. It didn't come to the oh shit moment. So I will say bye-bye, upload this, and I hope you're having a good weekend. I'm hoping my graphics card comes tomorrow, because even though I've got everything running through my IGP now, I really want a graphics card back in this system. I've got some tests to run. Bye-bye.